Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode in Slime Fun with Boomer. This is Boomer and we are here down in the basement of our base. Been trying to figure out designs for this. And the first thing we really had to work out was the ceiling. See, I was working on all the different designs and patterns, and the amethyst with the sandstone and the cobble deep slate, while it worked great up there, wasn't working down here with what I want to do. And so we've created a whole new pattern for the ceiling. It's kind of funny looking at it because it doesn't look like they're straight lines, right? Hopefully you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing. If you focus really closely, it does. But if you just kind of quickly look at it, the ones with the quartz kind of are obtuse, and the ones with the prismarine and the glazed terracotta kind of look a little bit of convex. So it's a little misleading. It's a visual trick. Obviously, Minecraft doesn't have misshapen blocks. But today we have two major goals to finish up. The first one is, and this actually be the second one we do, is to redo this. We're going to put the redstone clock back against this back wall over here so it's hidden. We're going to add more chests to the storage so that we can not have to be down here every few hours emptying them out. Given how far they have to fall to die from height and how much space is left, there isn't really an option to add an auto sorter at this time. So we're going to add additional chests until Slime Fun are up and running. Then we'll use the auto crafters and the sorting system within Slime Fun to do that for us. But we're going to change the blocks out and make it fit this theme down here. The first thing we're going to focus on, what we're going to get the main part of this going, are these walls. And this is the pattern I've chosen to go with. We tested probably 4 or 5 different options. Got some feedback from my Discord server. And as of right now, this is what we're going with. And we're going to take this all the way around to start with. But this is just the basic foundation of the walls. I'm going to be looking to add more to it to make it, kind of neat down here. Now, I'm not 100% convinced either that this ceiling is going to stay. The ceiling is very busy in contrast with the walls, while having a different block palette is relatively quiet. So I'm not 100% sure that this is even going to stay yet. We'll kind of play it and see what it looks like when a room is done. And then we need to come up with a floor pattern that's going to fit in here as well. So I think the first thing I want to do is go ahead and get these walls in place, get started, and then we'll come back and we'll see how it looks. Wow, I got to tell you, that was one heck of a grind. It took a long time, a lot longer than I thought I was going to complete all this. We've gotten all 4 walls completely done on all the sides. We've got all the designs up. I like how it looked. the question I'm still having, and I've been asking a few builders, everybody's saying keep this roof so far, though. I'm still not convinced, and I think part of what's going to help determine what we keep is going to be what goes down here on the floor. I think that's going to play into it a little bit. I don't mind having the design. I don't mind having something be a little bit busy, as long as everything complements each other. Now, these colors definitely go with the grays of all the different stone blocks on the wall. The question is, again, is it too busy? So that's something I'm looking for some feedback on. To me, it does feel a little bit busy, but I'm not convinced yet. So we'll have to see how this plays out. So now that all the walls are up, what's next? Well, we obviously need a floor, but the main thing I think I need to do before I can really get the floor going, I need to move this. I need to get this, first of all, into a block pallet that's going to fit what we're doing down here. And then secondly, we need better storage. With only 8 or 9 chests down here, until I've got Slime Fun built up and I've got auto sorters and auto crafters put into place, this is kind of going to become a hindrance. And so we're going to set this up with not 10 chests, but 100. We're going to massively expand on this, but in order to do that, I really need to get this cleared out. So why don't we get it moved? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the timer and all this and essentially flip it over to this side. And then we're going to put the timing mechanism underneath because there's only 2 blocks of room up here. So we're going to put a timer with a redstone torch that'll go up in the middle, hit a string of redstone, and that will be what will fire the hopper minecarts to pick everything up as the drops become available. Let's get into it. All right, so we got it cleared out. The old one's gone. We have the new one in place. This side will simply be like the return wall to allow the minecarts to come back. They'll come back here. They're going to stop over the hoppers, allow them to drain out. And we have a standard hopper clock underneath here. I know it's hard to see at the moment, where it'll go back and forth. There's a half a stack of items. So this should fire, well, you can kind of watch it here, probably about every 30 seconds. So right now we just need to lay the minecarts. So while we're doing this, whoops, that's not got to go there. So we're going to put a regular rail in between each one because there's going to be power coming from here. So for example, if we were to continue this, powered rails go 9, this would actually be powered and the minecarts would never stop. So we need this blank or normal rail in between to allow the signal to send the minecarts every 30 seconds versus having them run non-stop. And then on this side, we just carry the powered rail all the way to there. That's going to carry our signal all the way to the last spot. And then we'll come in again. And that's just what we're going to continue to do. So let me get this done. And then we'll come back and see where we're at and talk about the remaining plans here. All right, so the rails are all in place and we now have our hopper and chest storage system set up on both sides where we're going to be able to store. We've got it set up now for 42 double chests. So that should be enough storage for now. And then like I said, eventually with Slime Fun, we're going to set it up so that the auto crafters take over where they'll work on making all the different prism blocks for us. So the only thing that's left to do now is to put the top layer of half slabs in. Now, I could simply just put hopper minecarts up there right now. There's one little problem with that, and that would involve the collection system. What'll happen is hopper minecarts are running back and forth. If the timing is right or a mob survives the fall, they actually stop the minecarts. So we need to put one more layer of half slabs and then let the hopper minecarts run back and forth and do all this pickup instead of me. Let's get it done. All right, so we have the platform in, rails are in, minecarts are in, and we are collecting drops. That is right, we've got our Guardian farm back up and running. Now, as you just saw, we've got a danger. while this is 34 block drop, this should kill the Guardians every single time. Unfortunately, once in every great while, Guardian survives this fall, falls off the platform. Now he dies on a floor, and I've got drops lying around like that. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to cage this in. We're going to build a frame, glass it in, protect it. And that way, if one does survive the fall, it doesn't come after us. Now, yes, it will be in that chamber and still living, but as we teleport away, eventually the mobs will despawn and we won't have to worry about it. So one more time, let's build. All right, so this chamber to keep our Guardian farm going is now complete. We've got 100% of the drops being collected. We are now safe because of the glass procedures all the way around. Guardians will continue to fall and bring us drops. You know, in this short little time we've been working, there's a half a chest on that side and probably a half a double chest on the other side. We'll be able to generate all the prismarine, bricks, blocks, and dark pris, ink sacs, and we might even get a few other things over there. So once we get Slime Fun going enough, we've got an auto sorting system set up. We'll be able to actually even pull the bone meal out of there from cod and whatever else we can get. So I think, guys, I'm going to say we're going to wrap up here. I need to get some time and designs put together for this floor. Now, before we go, don't leave yet. Tomorrow morning, Saturday, September 18th, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are going to help to open this Townie server to the general public here on the Royale MC server. We're going to be having a lot of giveaways. We're going to give away a couple of ranks, cosmetic, EULA compliant, of course. We're going to have some special event keys, some boomer items that you can only get from this live stream. Don't forget to come out and join us. The link to the server will be in the description of this video. But as always, when you're playing Minecraft, you gotta go boomer or you gotta go home, baby. We'll see you tomorrow morning.